Am I going to see the new Buzz Lightyear or Lightyear film? That would be no. Hey, this is Tom, Tom's Talk Show, and as anybody can see in my videos with my Buzz Lightyear items and stuff up on the shelves, and I have, the ginormous Buzz Lightyear here that makes all kinds of phrases and talking and everything else. This computer that I'm redoing it so that it has red, green, and blue little buttons here in the front, and this green, paint job to be more Buzz Lightyear-ish. It's one of my absolute favorite characters of all time. Voiced by Tim Allen, of course, who, if you're a fan, you will have one of these autographed photos of Tim Allen. And, it's, everybody knows that that's my favorite. I've got, the full Buzz Lightyear, sweatshirts, every Buzz Lightyear t-shirt that came out. For the longest time, they didn't come out with any Buzz Lightyear t-shirts and stuff for adults, which I complained. I actually wrote them and complained several times to Disney. And finally, like 5-10 years ago, whatever, they started coming out, and I kept buying them all. So, but if you do want to go see this film and you live in the UAE, you can't. You're not going to be able to. So, UAE bans Pixar's new Buzz Lightyear movie. So, over the movie features same-sex relationship and a brief kiss. Okay, now this supposedly got put back. It was out of the film. The film is rated PG. I guess parental guidance would be now severely, needed to be done. You parentally would need to be guiding your kids whether you wanted to see this or not. It's pointless, right? It has nothing to do with the story. It doesn't enhance the story. It doesn't do anything for the story. I haven't seen the film, but I'm guessing since it was out of the film originally, and because of the whole Florida parental rights law, that parents need to know what their kids are doing in school, which I think is yes. They decided to put it back and force it back into the film. So a bad move by Disney. Now the governor here, Ron DeSantis, is coming after them, trying to take away their Reedy Creek, area that they kind of run autonomously of the state. Whether that's going to be done, there's a lot of hurdles to get through in order to do that. I would think maybe not a full removal of it, but maybe let's rework the conditions, right? I mean, inside that bill, it's completely independent. They could basically build their own nuclear reactor to, to run the power for the Disney parks. It's like, maybe we need to take some of these things away, right? So I think a good rework would be good. But anyway, it's also going to be won't be playing in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, Egypt, or Indonesia. All of those are very Muslim countries, and they don't like that kind of entertainment. So, they're not going to be getting. I mean, granted, Disney doesn't really care much about that box office. Now for China, then they would say something. But China is too busy, of course, taking their Muslims, forcing them into concentration camps, while next door Disney is filming the movie and ignoring that, right? So it's very much a hard trade-off for Disney as to what ideologies they want to stand behind and do. So it's very, they're very fickle, and that gets to be quite irritating. So I'm thinking the other thing to me is, why not have Tim Allen voice Buzz Lightyear? So, I mean, is it because Tim Allen is a little bit more right-leaning, middle and right-leaning, a little more conservative voice, and Chris Evans is extremely far left. I mean, he's like so far left. I mean, I'm sure he wanted to even turn, Buzz Lightyear a different gender or whatever, blend him or who knows what, be non-binary or something. I'm sure he was going to try and suggest that or make that happen. But again, this is a kids movie, and parents, you need to use your guidance, that PG parental guidance, and maybe not take your kids to see this. I mean, I would go as far as to say, okay, Disney, take that out, make it G-rated, and then have two screens. You can go see this movie, or this movie. You can see the G-rated movie or the PG-rated movie. Which one do you want to take your kids to? And watch all the parents steering it towards the G-rated movie with their kids. I would bet that would happen. I don't think it's a political ideology kind of thing why they swapped it out. I think they think that Chris Evans is very popular right now, and maybe Tim Allen isn't quite as popular. Because Tim Allen is doing the Santa Claus TV series for Disney Plus. So if you're not going to have him do Buzz Lightyear, that means you're going to get rid of him completely. But they're not. Is it a box office thing? I don't think so, because Chris Evans, when he is the only lead actor, ranks 276, and he's drawn in $871 million, where Tim Allen is number 62. And when he's the lead actor, he's $3 billion. So it's quite, Tim Allen has quite the box office, numbers behind him. Right. So, I mean, although he has not done anything since 2010 because he's been in the TV world. And maybe that's where he wants to stay. I think that might be a little bit more of that he wants to stay into the TV world. I think that might have been the decision. Chris Evans is still doing films. I mean, Chris Evans, I don't know if any of his lead role things, I mean, if you remove the Marvel films, he really hasn't done anything, hardly. I mean, the Knives Out was, probably the biggest one, which is $165 million, which is an huge ensemble cast, not just him himself. So I don't think he's ever had, a ginormous box office draw, for him. So it's kind of odd. Now, the other person that has done and voiced Buzz Lightyear is one of my other favorite actors, Patrick Warburton. Tim Allen and Patrick Warburton are friends. I did ask Patrick Warburton directly about that, how he, kind of felt about that. And he said, no, this is only Tim Allen's role. He's just filling in because, it's just a sideline kids cartoon, right? For like a Saturday morning cartoon thing. That was the only, he definitely played it down that was not, no, this is not his. And I'm like, okay. I figured that was the case. But he even understood this is Tim Allen's role. So Disney's just, I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably not going to do anything about this. But it just kind of shows how deaf Disney is to certain parts of society. I mean, are you going to have, we're down here in the South, you're going to have the whole, Bible Belt down here in the South going to see this? Some will, some won't. I mean, I don't see it right now as a huge draw. Everybody is right now going to see, Top Gun. And that's projected to be almost $1 billion in box office by the end of its run, because it's a fun, non-woke, let's show how great America can be movie, right? Not let's put in all of our ideologies that we can and find out, who we can, put this on and appease a small percentage of the audience and alienate the rest. I mean, if it doesn't do anything and isn't, I can't see that being part of the whole, theme of the film, considering it's a kids movie. So What do you think? Disney going in the wrong way? Are you going to still support Disney? It's getting more and more and more difficult with all these things putting into their movies, injecting all this stuff into their movies, forcibly, pushing that, and park prices going crazy, park attendance. Parks are packed. They say, that the parks aren't at full capacity. Well, when I'm walking, shoulder to shoulder with people trying to get through things, it kind of seems that way. Them upcharging on everything, and I imagine eventually it'll be, oh, you bought a ticket? Well, that just gets you on the property. If you want to go into the park, it's going to be another $40 or something crazy. Who knows what. I mean, with this Genie Plus thing, just continues and continues and continues. I don't know. More and more people, I think, are going to be tuning out from Disney. I know their stock is down, but just that's because the stock market is horrible. We have a moron for a president. But what do you think? Are you going to go see Lightyear, or are you not going to see Lightyear? Are you going to be with me and not see it? I can't tell you whether to go or not to go. But I think parents need to make a decision. All right. Well, thanks for watching this. Take care.